This is a quote from Jake Wolf. Jake and his wife Shannon own Capital Club 16 in Raleigh, North Carolina. And we featured Jake in our Restaurant Owners Uncorked video series a few years ago. This quote's always stuck out with me, along with many of the things Jake said. He's an incredibly wise restaurant owner, and he runs a fantastic restaurant. Capital Club 16 has been around for a while now, a beloved establishment in Raleigh. But here's something he said. I find it to be very interesting. He says one of the main things that keeps restaurants going and keeps them successful is when there is an owner there or a manager or somebody who is not just running the show, but he feels like it's theirs. Somebody who says, we've got to keep this thing going and keep this thing together because this is our livelihood. I really like that. And here's the interesting piece of this. You own a restaurant, that's how you feel. It is your livelihood, right? But the question is, how do you grow if you want to grow? Or how do you find some balance in your life not being there all the time? How do you find people that will treat it that way? That will treat it as if it's their own. Now, there's a lot of ways you can accomplish that. Part of it is to, provide equity, some equity to whoever's there helping you run it and truly make it, in part, their own. That can be tricky. You don't want to provide equity to somebody who may leave, and you have to put it in the right context and have the right stipulations around how that equity is granted and how it's retained. But having said that, that's what some restaurant owners do. Others really just provide the opportunity for people to have three things that these are three things actually that were in a book called Drive that I read years ago, and it really resonated. It's by Daniel Pink, and these are the things that seem to incent people to want to be successful and want to help you be successful in your business if they're not the owner, but if they are on your team. And those things are autonomy, mastery, and purpose. So autonomy, not having a top-down role or a top-down organization where somebody's telling you what to do all the time. But the more autonomy and freedom you give them, the more they want to be dialed into helping you. Mastery, of course, mastery is something where you give them the opportunity to master their craft, whatever that may be, whether it's the manager, the chef, the server, the bartender. People want to master what they're doing, and giving them more and more opportunities to learn and grow and become better at what they do is a great way to help foster people that will want to help you be successful. And purpose, of course. What is the purpose? So we have autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Purpose is, working towards something that's more than just money. It's something that's meaningful, something that resonates with you, that fulfills your heart, right? And so autonomy, mastery, and purpose are three things that if you own the restaurant, of course, you're going to have those things. Of course, those are going to come naturally. This is your baby. But the question is, how do we find people that will treat our baby like it's their own? Or how do we mold that kind of mentality into the people that we trust and that are working with us, so that they will have that mentality of, we got to keep this thing going. This is our livelihood. So anyway, really good stuff from Jake. Something I always think about, something I talk to a lot of restaurant owners about when we do these interviews, is how do they find those people? How do they help build that kind of thinking into the people that are on their teams? A lot of ways to do it. Anytime, if you have any feedback, by the way, on these thoughts of mine or any of the stuff on our podcast, you can always reach me, support@schedulefly.com. Love to hear any feedback you have. And last but not least, if you have a second, just give us a quick rating on iTunes or wherever you listen to the podcast. We appreciate it. We love the feedback. We love the fact that y'all are listening to this. We hope it's helping and inspiring you and motivating you and giving you good ideas and thoughts. And we'll have plenty more coming soon. See you.